Dun, 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 dun.
Those of you who liked the first trailer that came out a long time ago for Death on the Nile, you might have been sitting there wondering, like me, when is another trailer coming out? The film is at least supposed to debut in February. And you're like, okay, we're 2 months shy, and there hasn't been another trailer or really anything put out for this film since, I don't know how many months ago. I think it was before the whole COVID delays, right? So it's been a while in the waiting. We finally have one today, though. I mean, again, it took long enough, but I'm excited to watch it. As I said before, I've personally had an appreciation for Agatha Christie adaptations. I mean, I would be open. I haven't read any of her murder mysteries yet, but my first introduction was through Doctor Who many years ago from the Unicorn and the Wasp episode in season 4, so this has been like way back. Well, I mean, I watched the show on Netflix eventually after I started getting caught up with it and everything, but that was my first introduction from long ago. And there's been so many different adaptations now at this point of her mysteries, and I love mysteries, and I really loved the Murder on the Orient Express film. And of course, this is the sequel to the presentation, beautiful. I loved the performances, especially Kenneth Branagh. He did an amazing job. He's back for this film with an all-new cast as well. I mean, again, a lot of big names. Russell Brand's in this. Gal Gadot, who I love. Armie Hammer. We'll see maybe where the controversy's gone with him, but, I think maybe it'll brush off at least for... We have to remind ourselves, this is a role, right? It's acting. At least I'm just saying, I don't think the controversy's helping right now in terms of the advertisement. Letitia Wright is also in this. I am very excited to watch her. I loved her so much. I loved her in of course, the Marvel films. And I've really gained her respect for her over the past couple, especially in the last couple months. Especially since, she's been the subject now of the Twitter brigade. Anyway, these people just, can't leave well enough alone. But I really enjoyed her talent. She's a very talented actress. And plus, I found this out very recently. And I believe the plan is still up. As a Christian, I love finding out she also shared my faith. And in fact, she has a devotional. I forget what it's called. I'll reference it here, but it's on the YouVersion Bible app. It's on your phone. You can get it for free. I don't think you have to pay for it or anything. It's a short plan, but it's a really inspirational story. And again, I love Letitia Wright. I'm so excited to see her, especially since when I was watching the first trailer, I'm like, Letitia Wright's in this? Because her name popped up. I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice. And she was in the trailer. It was just kind of, it went by fast. There was a lot of names to this movie. But I'm excited. Again, I really liked Murder on the Orient Express. I think the ending, still with the mystery, I think that the overall film was good. The visuals were just luminous. And this movie looks like, again, it's different. It's not wintertime in the mountains on a train. It's in, it looks like Egypt area. I mean, the pyramids were in the first trailer, but you're on the Nile, right? Or you're on the Nile River. Of course you're over there. But you've got the boat exterior. It's looks like a beautiful project. Like, especially, it looks like, again, it's just on the sea, like a cruise ship environment somewhere. It's going to be beautifully presented. I can't wait to watch that. We'll see how the mystery does. Again, like I said, I thought the first film, good introduction, a bit soft on the ending. But I think this one will deliver. Hopefully people remember it. Like, yeah, we are getting a sequel. They should have kept this, I guess, maybe in quicker advertising. But I don't know. Disney's like, because, Disney owns the Fox stuff now. This is essentially their project, but Disney doesn't really tend to advertise these films in the, to the best magnitude possible. They really don't. I'm kind of surprised by that. Like, they're still technically your investment now, and I'm sure you'd prefer to have some, well, maybe other people getting the funds. Maybe that doesn't go to Disney. I don't know. Maybe they're like, oh, screw those. We have other ones to advertise our own projects. Well, these ones still deserve some airtime, at least I think. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and watch the new trailer 2 for this first, and we'll talk about it more in my condensed review segment, Falls Watching the Video Together. I would have put this out maybe 2 months earlier, and I get that it's been a hammered movie season in terms of advertising, but 2 months is a bit short. I mean, especially to remind people, you have a lot more studios putting out multiple trailers just to remind people, like, yeah, these films were delayed for so long, but they're still here. They still exist and were made. We got to pay for them some way. All right, without further ado, here we go. Let's take a look at this. I'm very excited to watch this new trailer. We've all waited long enough. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the newlyweds.
Beautiful
Mr.
lighting.
And Mrs. Simon Doyle.
And again, I'm sure there's names I was forgetting when I was throwing out my list from memory.
Congratulations, madame.
Merci.
So elegant.
Greatest detective alive.
This one looks beautiful.
I suspect you invited me for reasons other than the fun.
You had something to hide.
We have the
I see we're reverting back as well in
ourselves,
terms of
a
the
chef
marketing
and enough champagne
attributions with
to fill the
pop
Nile.
music. Imagine Dragons was a key one featured in the marketing for Murder on the Orient Express. Different song choices here, of course.
It's time to face the
I'm not sure this pop music's selling me. That's fine.
Someone is dead. The crime is murder.
Beautiful.
Never again is what
The murderer is one of you. Were you aware of any grudges?
Madame is used to getting what she wants.
never again is what you
I don't feel safe here.
the time before.
I don't feel safe with any of them.
There are so many conflicting hates and jealousies.
Oh, I like this.
Did you see or hear anything?
I did not trust her. I still.
I wonder how this would fare in terms of nominations for awards. I mean, the presentation is just so beautiful.
He accuses everyone of murder.
It is a problem, I admit. The murder was.
I mean, that's like, nah, that might be coming out a bit later. Maybe next year.
Find who did this.
You are mad.
Can I not trust you?
What do you want me to say?
Someone else is dead.
You lie in my face!
So excited to see Letitia Wright. I mean, her time in the trailers is kind of short here, but I'm still enjoying it. I'm sure she'll get a longer duration in the film. Okay, so here are all our names again. Yeah, there were a couple names I was forgetting. Again, it's been so long. You know, I think it helps that I have not, in terms of my appreciation for the overall films, I've seen a lot of mystery movies. I debate sometimes whether or not, especially when it comes to a book adaptation. As I said, I've never read any of the Agatha Christie novels, although I would easily be open to it. I just haven't gotten around to it. I only have so much time right now. My schedule is packed. But sometimes I don't know, sometimes I juggle between, do I want to watch this in advance or do I want to read the book in advance? Because, I mean, this might, you know, change things around. I'm not exactly sure. But at some level, it's going to be inspired by the books. And I debate between this, or I'm like, you know, do I want to go in fresh or do I want to read the basis of the story from a novel perspective in order to better appreciate the project? And just to understand it in a different form. Because what, you know, book adaptations are. No translation is, well, I mean, unless you're like really good and you have the time to do it, no translation is perfectly synonymous. There are changes made. And I almost say, like, I usually tend to make the decision based on time, when I should do it more so on merit, but I'm leaning more toward going into this uninformed in terms of the story, so that way I can better appreciate the mystery and not feel like I already know it. Again, maybe they could vary it a bit from the original novel destination to throw people off, but I mean, I don't know. I imagine for a faithful adaptation, they wouldn't change too much. But I think I'm going to go into this one just with open mind in terms of who the killer is. I love the way it's such a beautiful mystery movie. I mean, just look at the elegance in the presentation, from the actor shots to the scenery. It's just gorgeous. And again, it's very different now, the lighting here. It's a different environment we're in, right? We're not in the snowy mountains. We're in the Nile River, in the Egypt area, or around, you know, the proximity of the Nile River on a boat. And it just looks so pretty. I can't wait to watch this film. And again, the performances are great. We'll see, maybe I'm kind of thinking this could get some award nominations. Whether that be for performances, for the visuals. I think there are possible avenues that it could win something, because again, the film is just so gorgeous. Now, who was I forgetting in this list? Of course, I remembered a couple of the names. Russell Brand, of course, Kenneth Branagh, Gal Gadot, Armie Hammer, Letitia Wright. Really excited to see her. Tom Bateman, Annette Bening, I forgot about her. See, again, like I said, there's a whole lot of names. And some I don't know that are going to be introductions to me in regards to talent. I'm excited to have that opportunity to see more actors I'm unfamiliar with, and, you know, obviously a very prestige project. Sophia Okinoto is about the only other name I recognize. But again, a couple names I forgot. But still, wide cast. Certainly a trailer that took its time and, you know, trudging along to get here. But I'm enjoying it. I'm still looking forward to, you know, watching Death on the Nile in February. Really close to Valentine's Day, actually. I wonder if there's going to be like an emphasis of love based on that. Being like, oh, there's some, well, there obviously seems to be some romantic vibes in here with some of the character relationships, but it's a murder mystery. That could be like a really fun date movie, couldn't it? I mean, I say this as a single person, but I'm like, you know, you kind of go there with your significant other and you're, you each have your guesses. Maybe you're whispering to each other in the theater. She's like, I know who did it. This is the general suspicions. It could be fun. I don't know. I like the release date time frame. Plus, how many big movies are coming out in February of this year? Probably not as many. But I'm excited to have the opportunity to watch this. I'm looking forward to it. What are your guys' thoughts of Death on the Nile? Let me know down below. Don't forget all the good stuff. Like, subscribe, the sharing, that bell. Until we get to watch, maybe we'll watch another trailer for this film if there's another one. I would imagine, because these films are so significantly delayed, or they've been that way, they'll probably put something else out. Like King's Man. I mean, not as many trailers. This is sticking with, at present, 2. Maybe we'll get a third one. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe a final trailer. But, you know, the King's Man got 5. So I'm not sure they're going to throw that many out, but... Well, I mean, that one might have been different in terms of release date as well. But anyway, if we have another trailer, I will definitely, check it out. But until we get to whatever point that happens to be, maybe it'll be a different film altogether. Maybe it'll be the third one in this lineup. Who knows? I will see you guys at whatever point we get to watch another trailer together. But at that point, thanks for watching this. Until that point, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Trevor loves your fellow man. God bless. And peace.